Welcome back to episode 16 of the Dad Diaries. This episode is brought to you by Cowboy Revolution Apparel. I think it'll be up here somewhere. Cowboy Revolution Apparel. You like my hat? It's from there. Cool ass scorpion. Black, breathable, gold, and fits my fat ass head. That's the most important thing. This thing fits my fat ass head, and I love it. If you use code Dad Diaries 1, it should be like right here, maybe. You can get 15% off your purchase. Go there. Use my referral code. Buy something. It supports me, veterans, which I am both, and the podcast, which it's all three, which is cool. But thank you all for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes. You're telling your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your homeless man that lives down the street, Schmime, because I know he watches. I think he commented on it. Appreciate you, Schmime. Without you guys, I'd be, talking to an empty audience, which I would do anyway. But it's nice to see that you guys care about my story and care about how I'm raising my daughter and care about just dad shit. I think right here is all my other socials. Go follow my TikTok. I got a TikTok that's got like 16,000 likes, which is pretty cool. That's Dad Diaries Pod. And then head over to my Instagram. That's Dad Diaries Pod as well. Podcast, I believe. It's all right here. I appreciate you guys. And this is episode 16. I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye. What the fuck is up, everybody? Stop yelling at me. I know. I haven't posted in a while. I know. I'm sorry. I was too busy being a good father. Now you regret yelling at me, don't you? Now you regret it. Because you're like, oh, what's Gabe doing? I'm being a good dad. And taking care of my daughter first. And not doing content first. Think about it. I forgive you for yelling at me. It shouldn't happen again because I am now, the dynamic of this podcast is going to change. Okay. I'm going to do every other week now. And I've made this decision because she doesn't change a lot. This podcast is about Penelope. It's for Penelope and it's about Penelope. She doesn't change a lot. Over 2 weeks, she changes. So I don't want to be redundant and talking about the same thing. Eventually, whenever I get that podcast room and I start having guests on here, then it's going to be every week. I'm going to have somebody, we're going to come on, we're going to talk and just have a good conversation. But when it's just me talking at you, I mean, I don't want to watch my fat ass just talking at you. Why would you want to watch that? You want to watch something to talk about. You want to see people talk, have a dynamic conversation. Give each other advice. And I get that. And it's going to happen. So until then, this episode is going to be every other week. And then I'm going to be posting content, just like random dad videos on my TikTok and on YouTube Shorts. In the ad video in the beginning, I'm sure you saw the TikTok username. So go follow that for more content. That's I think that's how I'm going to start running this. It's just easier for everybody. It's easier for me. It doesn't take as much time. I could give you good amount of stuff, good amount of updates on Penelope with it not just beating a dead horse, What am I supposed to talk about every week? Oh, she shit. Ha 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 ha. Gets old, man. Gets old. I want to be able to give you guys good content, updates on her. So I think every other week is going to be best. But talking about weeks, how's everybody's week been? How's your guys' week been? Let me know down in the comments how everything's been going with you guys, all my viewers, because I truly care. I want to know if you guys are having a good week, and I got to pop my back. Oh, and I got to pop my back. Oh, that was good. Have you guys ever popped your back and then you can just breathe again? It's like, oh, it's just a weight that lifted off your shoulder. Um, oh, that's good. That's some good shit right there. My week has been pretty good. Dude, I had a bad anxiety attack. Um, yesterday I had a bad anxiety. I was holding in how I was feeling, which everybody don't hold in how you're feeling. Make sure you get that shit out there. Um, I'm better now. Dude, I don't know what was going on. I think I was just anxious, and sometimes you can't explain it. It just happens. Um, so that sucked, but everything else has been good. We went on a walk today. Today is September 18th. Um, Walked around Barnes and Noble. That was fun. We went to a place called Flying Fish, got some food. Wonderful redfish. If you've ever been to Flying Fish in Texas, or I don't know if there's any other locations. Wonderful fish. Delicate fish. Wonderful fish. Um, but yeah, everything's been good. Um, Talking about walking though, I want to talk about something with you guys. Dads, moms, uncles. I'm going to reiterate this because I don't know if I've said it. I don't watch my own podcasts. Believe it or not, I don't just sit there and watch my own content. I don't do that. I don't know why. I know some people watch their own movies, but I do not watch my own content. So I don't know if I've talked about this or not, but if I have, I'm sorry. I haven't, then I'm not sorry. Have hobbies. If you don't have a hobby, fucking find one. And I'm not talking about reading. And if your reading is your hobby, you need to really get into it. Get yourself a library, join a book club. Get a hobby. Get a hobby that you get to interact with people. Okay? Because whenever you have a kid, you're going to stay home and you're going to get cabin fever and you're going to go crazy. Like me, I play Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, I'm a nerd. Don't care. I'm cool as shit. Dungeons and Dragons is cool as fuck. I don't care what anybody says. It was cool. Everybody's like, oh, I want to play Dungeons and Dragons because Stranger Things. Hey, Vecna in Stranger Things is a fucking bitch. He sucks. Play other campaigns. It's cool as fuck. But that is my hobby. Premier's hobby is she works out. She likes going out and hanging out with her friends and doing different types of workout classes. Make sure you have a hobby because you need to be able to live and be happy and um and be there for your children mentally. And this is all getting caveated and not caveated. That's straight. I'm trying to railroad this into this topic. Parents, all I hear all the time is, "Oh, I would die for my kids." If anything happens, man, I would die for them. I would die for them. They say that, yet you're not there for them in the moment that they need you because you have something going on, or you're sick, or you're out doing some stupid shit. I would die for my kids, but I want to fucking live for them, you know? I want to live for them. I want to live and experience life with my kids. That's what I want to do. I'm going to die eventually. Everybody does. But like, I'm starting to take my health more seriously now. I'm starting to, like, I worked out yesterday or 2 days ago. No, yesterday. I worked out yesterday. I'm sore. I did chest. I walked for like 30 minutes at a 5-point incline for at a 3 speed. But I want to live a long time. A lot of my family members live a long time. A lot of my family does. I got really good genes. Um, thank God. But I'm overweight. I'm fat. Believe it or not. I don't know if you could tell, which you probably can. But I want to fucking live for my kids. And watching Premiere go to the gym really motivated me because she wants to do the same thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I would fucking die for my kids. I would die for me and my own. I would die for my group, you know, especially Penelope. I would go to jail. I would go to jail for life for Penelope if anything happened to her. But more than anything, I want to live for them and live with them, and them I'd be able to pick them up when I'm older and be able to, do things with my grandkids, and I really want that. So dads, really rethink your life. If you're overweight, I hate to body shame, but don't be overweight anymore because that could lead to some serious health problems, you know? And I'm not talking, if you're a little overweight, you don't have to be jacked. But if you're like me and you're 300 plus pounds, because that's what I am, and you're like 5'10", I'm 6'1", but like 5'10", 300 pounds, really start thinking about your future. Really start working out. Start eating healthier. If you drink all the time, if you smoke, you need to stop. That's gonna catch up with you. You're gonna be fucking. You're gonna be talking to your fucking kids like this, or just drunk and not being able to experience life with them. Have liver failure. Like live. Be be there for yourself so you can be there for your kids. Because if you're not there for yourself, there's no way you can be there for them. And I also learned that when I had my anxiety attack, and I'm like, man, I really need to go back to therapy because I can't be having these anxiety attacks whenever Penelope's older because I want her to see a strong, emotionally, um, emotionally intelligent, I guess. I'm not necessarily. I want to be a steel trap for her. Like I want her to be able to tell me anything and me not go overboard. So I'm gonna start therapy this week or whenever they call me back. It's through the VA, so it might be fucking 10 years from now because the VA fucking sucks. Um, yeah, dude, live for your children. It's you need to do that. Also, dads, advocate for your children. Fucking, I got into an argument with, not an argument, a discussion with my my wife, Premier, and I was like, hey, listen, I think I want this to happen to my daughter. And she's like, well, I think we should do this. What's your research behind it? And I told her, and it went on a thing. And I straight up told her, I was like, I don't think you know I'm trying to advocate for them. And I don't feel like I'm heard. And when I said that, she's like, okay, I understand what you're saying. I get that, which I really appreciated because when I said that, she's like, okay, I see what you're doing. You're not just saying it to saying it. But dads, don't forget that there will be some times there's going to be a lot of dads are like, oh, what's your mother say? Oh, what, call your mom. What'd she say? Oh, you're at a doctor's appointment with your daughter or son. Oh, I wonder what mom would want. You need to have these conversations with your significant other so you can make these decisions and advocate for your children. I'm tired of dads just being like, oh, well, whatever the wife says is the wife does. She's the caretaker. Hey, you fucking take care of your kids too. I think I just had a stroke there. Just stuttered like a motherfucker because I'm passionate about this. Advocate for your kids. Doesn't just need to be the mom advocating. You do it too. Fucking be there. That's it. Be there for your kids. I'm tired of dads just fucking. It's always the dad leaving, the dad doing this, the dad doing this, the dad's fucking shitty. You don't ever see anything about deadbeat moms, even though I know there is some. I know one. We got to step up, guys. We need to fucking we need to we need to pump up these numbers of good dads, you know? We all need to get together. That's another reason I've got this podcast, for dads just to get together and talk about, like, hey, this is what I'm going through. What should I do? Hey, this is what happened to my daughter. This is what happened to my son. You know, what do you guys do? And this should be like a forum. Not only is this like a podcast talking about my daughter and how I'm raising, this should be like a forum for all dads to come together and just talk. That's what I want eventually, you know? And like whenever I have the guests, that's what's going to be happening. It's going to be a forum. We're going to be talking. We're going to be bringing up some hard shit, you know? We're going to be talking about how people's pregnancies were, how they parent their kids. Debate, you know? That's an caramel apple coffee, and it tastes so good. Um, let's talk about the real reason why we're here, Penelope. I don't want to be biased, okay? And I'm not trying to be biased because I am the father. You know, I see other kids, and they're cute. Okay, other kids are cute. You know, that's a cute baby. Oh, your baby's really cute. My baby is a fucking porcelain doll straight out of the porcelain doll shop. She's the most beautiful baby I've ever seen, and I am not being biased because I'm the type of guy that's like, oh yeah, I got an ugly baby. She'll blossom. She'll blossom. The older she gets, the cuter she gets because she's getting this little fat. She's got a double chin like her daddy. Guys, she is the fucking cutest little kid, and she's 9 pounds. Whoop, whoop. Bow, bow, bow. Fucking 9 pounds, baby. Gaining weight. Still short. Not sure. She might not grow too much. Still short. Big head. 9 pounds. Her body is in the first percentile. Her head is the 99th, which doesn't really add up to me, but that's fine. She's 2 months too. While I was gone being a good dad, she turned 2 months and she's perfect. We had her 2-month appointment. And I'm not going to say her first name, but she's a doctor. She's a doctorate in nurse practitioner. She's a DNP. That's who our pediatrician is. It is a DNP. And her last name's Breyer. I'm not going to dox her or anything. I fucking love you, dude. She is the best. We went there, grabs her, you know, oh yeah, she's gaining weight. She looks great. And she said she's not following everyone else's curve. She's following her own. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to fucking hear. Who cares? Who cares about numbers or percentages? If she's got a curve and she's down here and she's flatlining, that's bad. But she's going like this. She started down here, but she's going like this. She's following her own curve. She doesn't need to go like this. Oh, back up with everybody else. That's not how it works. She's following her own curve. She's doing her own thing. And that's what I fucking like to hear. They did her old checkups and everything. I didn't hear back from the blood work people, which is good. If you hear back, that's bad. If you don't hear back, that's good. And we haven't heard back, so she should be perfectly fine. They tested literally everything, like cancers and stuff, nothing. I think she has a little cyst on the back of her head. There's a little bump that moves back there. I think that's a little cyst. We're going to get that checked out. Nothing to worry about. Took to the doctor. Everything was fucking perfect. But she did get her vaccinations. Also, I don't know how you guys feel about vaccinations. I'm going to get my daughter vaccinated. There's too little of data saying it matches with autism. You know, I did my due diligence. I was like, okay, I don't want her to take this one, this one. I want this one, you know. So she did get vaccinations. If you have any comments about it, let me know so I can tell you don't care. She got her vaccinations, and that was fucking hard to watch. First of all, my voice just cracked. Her legs about this round. Okay, her legs about this round. They came in with a needle about this big. The math isn't mathing. Are you going to skewer my child in the leg? Are you just going to stab her? Just fucking, just, are you going to stab her like Eowyn stabbed fucking Sauron in the face? Yeah, I'm cool. I know Lord of the Rings. But no, the needle's this big, but for some reason the cap is like this big. Why? Doctors, the cap doesn't need to be this big. You freak out parents. I think you're going to fucking stab her with a fucking Morgul blade. You know, like Frodo got stabbed and, oh, you know, if the needle's that big, have the cap that big. But if the needle's this big, there's no reason to have a cap the size of a fucking baseball bat. Just fucking scare the shit out of me. But she got the shots and she cried so hard that she went silent. And you know what type of cry that is. She was not happy. However, she only cried for like 3 seconds. That's a lie. She cried for like a minute. Not bad. She's a tough son of a gun. I'm telling you, she's a tough little one. Tough little cookie. I was proud. You know, she took those shots. I mean, yeah, I cry for shots too. Shots fucking suck. But she took it, and man, she was fine after. She got a little bit of a fever, which is normal, and she was very tired after. She had like a fever of like 99.8. We just gave her some baby Tylenol because you can't give Motrin, like ibuprofen, to kids under a certain age. So we just gave her Tylenol, and she was fine. She didn't eat as much that day, so that's over with. Now our next appointment's not for another 4 months, which is awesome. She's going to the bathroom more. Before, she was, last time I remember I told you guys that she was having poops, and it looked like, no shit, no pun intended, New Orleans. She was shitting Bourbon Street in her pants. The smell, the consistency, everything was just Bourbon Street, Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras, all at once in her pants. She was just expelling everything. But now she's not doing that. She's going like twice a day. Still heavy on the fecal matter. However, she's doing it more, which is good. She farts like a son of a gun, just like her daddy. She's gassy. If you guys ever, this is my ADHD talk. If you guys ever see me, I know I've said this before, I want to reiterate it. I can't look directly at you through this camera because I get distracted. So on this side, I've got my what I'm monitoring, and on this side, I've got my notes. So if you ever see me going like this, it's because I'm monitoring what I'm saying, you know, and monitoring, you know, everything, because I'm a one-man show here, guys. It's just me. That's why this shit's not edited. Because, first of all, I don't know how to edit it. Second of all, because why am I going to pay for somebody? Why am I going to do that? It's stupid. I could just do it. And it's just going to be shitty quality. But that's okay. It gives it character. But she is getting her weight up. She gained over a pound in like 2 weeks, which is awesome. She's 9 pounds. Another thing she's doing Dude, she's tracking more, so she'll follow me when I walk by, which is awesome. Um, or she'll follow Premiere when she walks by, or she'll look at the dogs. Another thing is so before she was smiling, but she would just smile randomly. I'm finding things like I do something called Super Baby, where I grab her and I go, and I lift her up. I'm like, Super Baby. Dude, she fucking loves that shit. I don't know if it's the sound effects or me like lifting her, but dude, she gives the biggest smile. She'll laugh. She'll I had nosebleed for a second. She'll laugh. She'll do big gum smile, and then I'll grab her hands like this, and I'll go. You know how in the beginning when I do my ads, I go. I'll do that to her hands. I'll go. Dude, she fucking loves that because she's handsy. Dude, she likes putting her face. She goes like this. She puts her hands on her face. She likes moving her hands and stuff. So I'll grab them and I'll stimulate the hands. I'll go. Dude, she fucking loves that shit. And she likes Premiere does it better. I don't know what she does, but she like touch her face and like rub on it, and she loves that too. So we're able to get her to smile more. I think she laughed too. It was more like a like a or it kind of sounded like a hiccup, but it wasn't a hiccup. But she had a smile on, so I think she laughed for the first time too when I did the hand thing. But she definitely likes Super Baby, the hand thing, and touching her face. Another thing she's doing is she's sitting more, and she likes it because it's stimulate. She's getting bored really fast. I said that in the last episode. She's bored. She doesn't want to just lay there. She's getting older. She wants to see things and touch things. So we've got our play mat out with like little toys that like hang down so she can like be stimulated. One's got a mirror so she can see herself. And we do tummy time on there, and we'll do time on her back on there so she can see. Which for tummy time, I've got something to show you guys at the end of the podcast where I do my other segments. But she loves sitting up. We have this inflatable like seat. It's got like a little thing that looks horrible. Not doing that again. There's a thing in the middle that like goes in between her legs. Oh, my nose. And she likes to sit up. I have to like wedge something because she's small. Because the thing's like this big. She's small, so I have to like wedge something so she's not just. So I put her in there the first time, and she just slowly went. It was like so I had to like wedge something in between her, so she's like, okay, this feels better. Which is super funny. I say a lot. I need a better vocabulary. I need to read a dictionary with the source or something, or encyclopedia. But dude, she's loving sitting. She likes sitting, and she likes watching. I put a little tracker on my phone. Not it's a video. It's like on baby YouTube or something, but it's like sensory. So like a little fish will go. Okay, there's like music playing in the background. They're like little fish will go by, or there's like a balloon that pops up, or a rainbow will go. She likes sitting there, and I'll put my phone. I'll hold it because I don't let her watch it for long. She's a baby. She doesn't know what's going on, but she will watch. Oh look! Oh yeah, that. Um, She's also starting to get a little color. She looked like a little white baby. She's starting to look like a little mixed baby now. You know? Because she is interracial. She's half black, half white. If you guys didn't know that, I'm cultured. It's whatever. Yeah, this white boy. Yeah, he likes his chocolate. You know what I'm saying? That's whatever. You guys thought? I don't know if you guys knew that. I mean, my wife's name is Premiere, and I've never heard a white lady ever been called Premiere ever in the history of ever. So you could have assumed that my wife's black. But she's starting to get a little olive color, get a little melanin in, huh? She's gonna have a little curly hair. She's looking like a little mixed baby. It's really cute. Get a little color in her. It's very good, very nice. Yeah, that's what's happening lately. Oh, one fucking thing that's happening lately is the dogs keep fucking shedding, even though we brush them. And fucking hair keeps getting all over her. And I don't know about you guys, but when I see dog hair on my daughter, it pisses me the fuck off. It pisses me off. Not because it's on there, but because I can't get it off. Because it's like Elmer glued to her face because of all the spit up. So I try to get it off. It's bullshit. She can't have allergies. I mean, with all the dog hair around this household, she can't have allergies. But man, it pisses me off because I'll like go put her passy in. And I'll be like, I gotta wash this thing because there's so much dog hair. I'm basically putting a fucking dog tail in her mouth. God, that makes me so angry when I see dog hair all over her. Dang. Those dogs, I love those dogs, but I hate them at the same time. They're little shits. They're little shits. But yeah, she's been doing good, guys. I'm so blessed to have her. I'm so blessed to have her. She's such a great baby. She sleeps through the night. She's not overly fussy. She's just living life. We got it easy. Next kid's probably going to be fucking the spawn of Satan. Because that's what they say, right? If your first kid's easy, your second kid's horrible. If your first kid's vice versa, But man, it's just a beautiful thing. If you don't have kids, you should get one. You should have one. Adopt one. If you can't have kids, adopt one. There's a lot of kids that need adoption, need good parents. If you're not a good parent, if you're not a good person, don't adopt one. Because that's terrible. Fuck you. Yeah, I love her so much. She's such a good baby. She's such a good baby. But what I wanted to show you guys with the tummy time, we found this at Barnes & Noble and picked it up. This is my next segment where I go into my books. Because I like to do that. If you guys like that segment, that's awesome. If you don't care. I like it. It's by Pretty Books, Priddy Books. It's like a tummy time thing. So like you put it down when they're doing tummy time, and it opens. You see little babies in there, but you can feel it. It's textured, like the ears are hairy. The colors are. So you put it down, and they get to look at it, and then there's different pages. So like there's that one, then there's this one, right? Okay, yeah. So then there's this one. It's different tummy time. There's a mirror on it. See me? There's a mirror on it. There's a bird. I think the bird's taking a shit. Yeah, it's super cool. You could put this on, just hold it. There's another mirror. It's a really cool thing. You just put it in front of them. If you can't this was like what? This is like $10. It's $10. If you can't afford a mat, that's like $50 because a lot of mats have that stuff built into them. Just put them on the ground and get one of these. This is some high quality shit. But like it's like grooved right here. I know you can't see it, but maybe you can see it. Like this, it's got like a groove so you can feel it, and then there's obviously a fucking baby on there. Or like this, it's just different feels. It's like raised, and like this, it's got, if you can hear it, it's got different textures on it, and like you can put her hand there. That's a big ass hand. Almost the size of my hand. Yeah, like I said, there's the mirror. There's 2 mirrors in there. But yeah, you guys pick this book up. It's very good for sensory. 0+, obviously. It's good for speaking skills. Stimulates senses, hand-eye coordination. That's by Pretty Books, Priddy Books. Big ideas for little people. In Canada, it's $16. So if you're in Canada, spend about $17 on this. Here it's $12.99. I think I said $10. It's $13 here. It's a good alternative if you, like I said, if you can't afford because I know they get expensive. like the big mats, because sometimes the mats have like it raises and you can like they've got little slots on it. We've got one. We got it for somebody gifted. All of our expensive shit we didn't buy. We got other people to buy it. But like this is a great. This is a tool belt. This is a tool belt item. Okay, on this podcast, I want to try to build your guys' dad tool belt, and this goes in it. This is cool as shit. So if you go back to all the videos where I'm like, oh, you should get this, you should get these are little things you can put in your tool belt, so you can be like, oh, I remember that fat fuck wearing the scorpion hat was like, hey, this is pretty good. Maybe I should try it. But definitely, get one of these. It's a good find. It's not expensive. I mean, it's $13. So if not expensive, if that's expensive to you, then don't get it. I'd hate for you to, waste your money, but you could spend it on food, clothes and stuff. But if you've got an extra, $15, definitely pick this up. Go to our last segment of the day. I haven't done this in a while because I had to remember the shitty things I did as a kid. What not to do, what I don't want Penelope to do that I may or may not have done as a child. Okay. I didn't do this, so I really hope Penelope doesn't do this. I hope Penelope doesn't drive about 45 miles per hour down the road on a back road and see what happens whenever you went from drive to reverse automatically. What happens is it drops the transmission and breaks everything in your car. That's what happens. Not that I know. So I hope she doesn't try that out. I really hope she doesn't try it out. I also hope she doesn't take a tarp and put it on the shed, the roof shed that your dad just built, and then put a bunch of soap on it and try to ramp yourself off the roof shed onto a pool, a blow-up pool that obviously doesn't hold enough water and will obviously hurt you if you land in it, no matter what. I really hope she doesn't do that. I hope she doesn't run from the patio deck, hit that roof because it's a sloped roof and the roof was only like, it was like up to here. Not that I know on the patio, because, the patio was up and then you'll just have to try to ramp off of it with the soap and just try to launch yourself. It does work. Not that I know. And you will get hurt. Not that I know. But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. I think we've been going for about 36 minutes. Like I said, we're going to be doing once every other week. It's going to be better for me and for, the content. And, until I start doing interviews, then it's going to be back to once a week, because I really want to get people in here talking about people's stories. And, I don't know if I'm going to do online interviews. I don't know how that goes. I don't know how to do it, but whenever we get people, but it's not going to be edited. So whatever people say, I don't edit anything. I don't edit any of my videos, obviously. Whatever comes out. And it's going to go up. So it's going to be fun. I appreciate you all watching, all your follows, your likes, your shares, everything. Remember, head over to Cowboy Revolution Apparel. I'm going to put it right here this time. And then use code DADDiaries1. It's a really good brand. And then down here, right here, I think, there's my other socials. Go follow them. Go follow my TikTok, mainly my TikTok. I'm going to start posting stuff on Instagram eventually when I have time or care about it. But yeah, that was episode 16. And I appreciate all of you for watching and caring about my journey. I love all of you. Bye-bye.